nga Chivenḓa kuna hezwi zwo no pfi mapfhuri a wela vha sina dzikhali. I don't know if you know that idiom, mapfhuri a wela vha sina dzikhali. So in short, this refers to people who have resources, right, and have no skills, or people that have skills but have no resources. And then I think in that it refers to most of the people that want to start a business, have business ideas, but they don't have money. They don't have money. And then this is where the challenge actually starts. You've got an idea, you go to someone, you go to the bank, you tell them, this is the business idea that I have, I need funding. Guess what? The bank asks you for a business profile with an outline of how do you plan to execute this plan that you have. They want the plan, project plan. They want to see who are your customers. How do you actually plan to pay back the money? Guess what? You leave your business plan, you get a call to say, unfortunately, the bank cannot actually invest in such. All of a sudden, these bank employees take your business plan, call his friends and family, and then they rework your business plan, and then they go to the bank and get funding and start the business that you wanted to do. And then guess what happens? Because it's not their original plan, and they're not experts in the subject, the bank will give them money. They go and try and push this business and it doesn't work. And then there's bankruptcy after a few years of starting this business. You are sitting, you didn't actually get your dream off the ground because you didn't get the funding. The people that didn't have the dream took your idea, sold it to the bank and get money, but that doesn't go anywhere because for them it was just a matter of greed. And then that's what's happening today in South Africa. People that are getting big jobs have no expertise. If you check, there's companies or shell companies that are actually shelf companies that are bought because there's a tender that is out. The next thing, this guy is landing big contracts, but he cannot deliver because he doesn't have expertise. I think the problem is this BEE thing, the way it was actually implemented, it leaves room for many errors. If you come to me and I've never actually have $1 million in my life, you give me $1 million and you say I must go and actually make more money out of that $1 million. The first thing that I'm thinking of is to pay off all my debts. But if you walk with me the journey to say, this is what you need to do in order to build a sustainable business, you don't give me the full $1 million, you walk with me and you guide me. This is what needs to be done, right? And each time where I actually have a milestone, then financial assistance is given. I mean, all these things that we are reading about, people receiving a lot of money and buying expensive cars, it's because there is no measurement of outcomes. So there is an input, but there's no measurement of the outcomes. I'm sure somebody knows what's actually happening. If a price of this thing that I bought for 25 Rand is inflated to 150 Rands, I'm sure somebody can do an investigation and check before this is approved. But no, people are thinking about their own stomach. Greedy. That's what's happening, greediness. Somebody that has 100 million wants to have 250 million just for himself and the family. But the employees that are working in his business are not even getting paid. But the person has money. So something really, really major needs to happen. We need to actually change the way we do things. And I think our leaders need to understand what they are leading. You can't actually run a business that you don't know about. You can't be a minister of military or whatever, defense, without being a soldier first and understand what is it like to be on the forefront and fight. And if we start changing the way we do things, police, metro, it should not be a job that somebody takes because they could not get a job somewhere else. At our school, as early stage, kids need to be taught about policing so that we can have tight cases and people that understand forensic, people that understand how to fight crime at a very young age. This very important safety item cannot be left for school leavers. They are people that are actually educated, that have done policing, they understand our law. Political science needs to be taught at the school level. And I think if we do that, we will actually change the way things are done. Today, the most taught subject, Bible, at school. The most businesses in Joburg that are closing, they're closing. We go there now, there's a church there. I grew up in a Christian family, and I support that we need to talk to God. But we also need to understand that we need to work hard to ensure that poverty is uprooted in our communities. We really, really, really need to look at that. I'm not into politics, but I understand that money and education and knowledge is needed in order for any organization or government to achieve its goals. And the other thing, there must be measurable KPIs to see, we said we're going to do this. In 6 months, we managed to achieve this. We failed here. This is what we need to adjust to in order for us to make it next time. So I hope what I'm saying makes some of sense. I've got this space here. I've got cameras. I've got microphones. I'm inviting everyone that has knowledge and that who think they can actually add in the building of this great society. You are more than welcome to contact me on solly@smstudio.co.za. Let's work together, one brick at a time. We can build this country. I thank you very much.
SM Studios.